One of the challenges for Team 9207 involved raising enough money to have a team in the first place. Our school, St. John Paul II Academy, was not in a position to help the team as it had done in the past. Despite this challenge, the club raised nearly $4,000 in funding to help keep the team going. In addition to club dues, this year's donations were received from three primary sponsors: Eldorado Surgical Associates, Zood Bio Inc., and Unify. The team also applied for and received a generous grant of $500 from Rockwell Collins. The final fundraising initiative involved selling Palm Beach Save Around coupon books. In the end, the fundraiser raised nearly $1,000 from the combined efforts of its members.
One key aspect of our robotics club is not only expanding the club's own community, but also other robotics communities in the Boca Raton area. This year was by far the largest turnout of new members since the club's foundation in 2014, and there's simply not enough elements of the robot for everyone to play an important role. As a result, an entirely new kit of parts was bought for the younger members so that they could design, build, and program their own separate robot, separate from the veterans. The spirit of gracious professionalism was alive as teams worked together to achieve their goals. In addition to this, Team 9207 sent the president of the club, Hopkins Kennemer, to the FAU Tech Garage Summer Camp. We also attended an event at St. Joan of Arc Catholic School where we presented our robot in a school science night and taught the children about the building and programming processes. The club will continue to work with St. Joan of Arc and hopes to help get them started with the Florida Lego League so that they may immerse themselves in the world of robotics as well.
Our team is able to plan events such as this through Facebook, email, phone calls, group text, and video chat.
Programming this year's robot has been challenging. We have more motors, servos, and sensors than we've ever had, in addition to the Vuforia system. This is the first year we've used encoders successfully. The combination of a tank body style, our 4-motor setup, and our inexperience with encoders has made using them difficult. Knowing precisely where each motor is allowed the autonomous to make decisions by comparing what the robot should do with what it actually did. Only 2 of the 4 drivetrain motors are encoded. This can lead to weird glitches that aren't very obvious. During our development, we went through 6 fuses in one day because of a typo in the code that told each motor to rotate the opposite direction of its partner. We've incorporated CAD modeling into our design process using the Onshape's free online software to model the robot.
Our robot has 3 major and thought-provoking features. The first one was the drivetrain, which includes a quad motor track, meaning there are 2 motors powering one of 2 tracks. The motors are connected to each other with a chain, while another one is connected to the actual tracks. The tracks allow for more stability and surface area, while the extra motors provide the strength to move our heavy robot. The second game-changing feature our robot has is the claw that grabs the cat ball and can also move vertically independent of the arm. To ensure that there will be no failures in mechanics, 2 worm gears were used to prevent sliding. The first worm gear was used to prevent the claw from releasing the cat ball mid-lift, and the second worm gear was used to prevent this contraption from sliding off the arm. This claw could effectively start at the top of the robot, deploy, pick up the ball, and release it into the hoop. This leads to the third and most important part of the robot, the arm, which allows the cat ball to be lifted. A network of pulley systems were created so that only one part of the lift needs to be elevated for the combined systems to function. Drawer wheels were used as the pulleys, and metal wire was used as the pulley line. Originally, the wire was plastic fishing line, but to the dismay of everyone who worked on it, the line would break too easily. To connect the systems, rack and pinions were utilized. One problem with this design is that the pinions snap out of place, so retracting without breaking the whole arm is difficult. This was mostly corrected by shaving the pinions down. All 3 of these features will take our team to glory.
Huzzah! Our strategy for the autonomous period is to locate our alliance beacons and then determine which side to press based upon the color. After we capture the beacons for 30 points each and gain additional particles, we plan on capturing the cat ball with our claw. Then the robot will park itself on the platform of the center vortex goal for 10 more points. During the driver control period, we plan to claim any beacons that are still available to be scored for 10 points each. Then we will help our alliance partner gather particles and score them in the floor and center vortex goals. In the endgame, we will position the robot below the center vortex goal and raise our robot's lift to the required height, and we will score the ball in the center vortex goal for 40 points.